Welcome to Wilkins Stadium, W.C. Dub Cooper Field on the west side of John Olive Boulevard. Tonight, a rivalry renews. Franklin County at Tullahoma. These two teams have not played for 2 years. Over the last decade, they have split this series evenly. This is a Region 5-5A opener for both the Wildcats and the Rebels. I'm joined by Ken Keller. Ken, this should be a good one.
Oh, Scott, this is my favorite rivalry of the Wildcats, and this parking lot was full at 5:30 tonight.
Tullahoma 2-1 on the year. Franklin County 0-3 coming in. Ken, your keys to victory for the Wildcats?
Yeah, they're pretty simple tonight. To maximize Tullahoma's chance for victory, they must minimize three things. Number one, they must minimize 3 and outs. They have to show more consistency on offense and sustain drives. Secondly, they must minimize turnovers. Tullahoma had 2 turnovers last week against the Rockets in Rockville, which led to 13 first-half points for the Rockets. And thirdly, they must minimize quarterback C.J. Seals of Franklin County, just like they did Cole Pippinger a couple weeks ago at Coffee County. If Tullahoma can minimize those 3 aspects, they're going to win their 3rd in a row tonight.
Tullahoma and Franklin County have a long history. Since 1924, these schools have played. Over the last 50 years, they're just about even. So this is always a good matchup. Sit back, enjoy, call your friends, let them know we're on LightTube Channel 23, and the audio is on LightTube YouTube. Now let's go down to the field for our national anthem.
Carrying the American flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Anthony Velez. Marine Corps flag, Cadet Captain Jillian Gillis. Left rifle, Cadet First Sergeant Elijah Rice. Right rifle, Cadet Sergeant Jesse Gillis. Under the direction of Justin Scott, the Tullahoma High School Marching Band will now play our national anthem.
We talk about it every week pretty much that, hey, we put it together this way. because knowing those first 3 weeks, we're going to be tough. I mean, Stewart's Creek, quality opponent, Coffee County, super emotional and better every year, and then a Rockville team, you know, back in the Rutherford County region, and introducing Tullahoma back to those guys. So we knew those first 3 weeks were going to be extremely tough, and then coming out of that, we're super excited to have Franklin County coming back and getting into this region run. So it's nice to have those guys back on the schedule. Hey, super nice that they're coming here, and hey, looking forward to Friday. As far as defensively, you're going to see an aggressive defense from Franklin County, and hey, they like to twist edges up front, and they like to blitz, and then behind it there's some speed also. So hey, looking to exploit some of those things and be able to take advantage of it. Sometimes, hey, as a defensive guy, you know you can blitz yourself out of some stuff. All right, so I look for them to be a strike-first defense. Look for them to be fast and downhill, and we've got a few things that we'll use to combat that along the way. Hey, like I've said in the beginning, our offensive line is probably the most improved part of our football team throughout the offseason, and these guys continue to get better. All right, hey, they've been against 3 solid defensive fronts. All right, and when I say solid, I mean 3 pretty good defenses. All right, and they're going to see a 4th Friday. So they're doing what they do every week. All right, what they do is they communicate. Hey, they become more efficient with one another, and they become more fluid in what they do. And as far as our specialty players, I'm talking about quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, these guys, hey, Monday's become a real big day for them, and they're getting better with one another. It's about repetition, it's about reps, all right, and it's about being comfortable, hey, in yourself and with the ball coming at you. So, hey, they're getting those reps. They're getting better at catching the ball, running with the ball, and doing things. And some of those things come with time. And we have to realize that, even though, I mean, you guys are a lot like me, you're not very patient. But I'm trying to sit back and understand that, hey, these guys are going to get better week to week, day to day, rep to rep. Franklin County's given us a couple of different looks throughout the year. And it's not that they're excellent at any one thing. It's just they're really not bad at any of it. They possess a couple of guys that can house it on one touch. So we've got to be careful. Just like in the Stewart's Creek game, you have 3 busts. It costs you 3 touchdowns. That's what we cannot have happen. And we're learning we're learning every game, learning every practice. But we've got to be able to close. Hey, we've got to be able to, 1, cause turnovers again. Hey, that's become really big, and that's something that we stress in our defense. Hey, cause turnovers. And then, again, be great in the special teams aspect of it. We need to give our offense the football, hey, with good field position. And in order to do that, hey, like I said, it starts at the line of scrimmage, hey, and then it starts with 11 guys rallying to the football. That entire kicking group are an extremely special group. And like you talked about repetition, hey, those guys do it. Hey, so we usually begin the practice with a special teams period, and then the kickers actually disappear. They'll end up at the game field, and they'll be kicking, working on different things up there, and then they reestablish themselves about midway through practice where we have another period. All right. Hey, those guys are always on time. They're always loose. They're always ready to go. And everything's always installed as far as their job in the situation. So real proud of that group, and that's what we've got to continue to grow, is that special teams aspect, and continue to produce points, all right, in the special teams game, and continue to make good stops in the special teams game. I mean, the first kickoff the other night, Chadwick's been standing out there for about 15 minutes, and he's tight. And he hadn't kicked on there for a minute, and it's short. And it's actually the one of Rockville's better players. And we're able to get it covered inside the 20. Week 1, Stewart's Creek, you know, we got a Pittsburgh commit that catches the first kickoff. Hey, we're able to get down there. We're able to corral it and get inside the 20. Hey, those guys have to realize that they cannot rely on Chadwick every time to kick it in the end zone, because there's going to be certain situations where we don't want to kick it in the end zone. We want to be able to be aggressive and go down and cover the football. So, hey, real proud of those special teams unit, real proud of those kickers. All right, and look, there's some special things to come, because I'm telling you, we've got a lot of tricks right there. And when you get into region play, that's when it's time to use some of those things.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium. Along with Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. What a beautiful, gorgeous night for Tullahoma High School football. It couldn't be better, really. Perfect weather, two rivals squaring off here, and we're looking forward to it. Ken, this Franklin County team looked like their offense kind of came alive at the end of the game last week.
Yeah, they have a really good quarterback, C.J. Seals. Not super athletic, but capable of putting points up on the scoreboard. So Tullahoma's defense has been playing lights out really all 3 weeks. Look to keep the momentum going again tonight. And win their first home game. We're winless at home, 0-1, 2 on the road. So road warriors of sorts coming back home to try to get that first home victory and third win in a row.
Tullahoma's captains are DeCarlos Slaughter, 5'11", 215 senior, number 66, and number 54, Matthew Swiger, 5'11", 205. Swiger is a senior. For the Franklin County Rebels, number 3, Jacob Hardison, a senior, number 2, Willie Cobb, and number 7, Eric Jones. Two guys to really watch here, Ken, Eric Jones and C.J. Seals for Franklin County. They seem like the playmakers.
Yeah, be watching. Jones is wearing number 7 and Seals is the quarterback, 14.
All right, we're taking you down on the field now to our field level camera for the coin toss. Franklin County, the visitors. Tullahoma, the home team. The Rebels in the white uniforms with red trim and blue helmets. Tullahoma in black tonight. Franklin County will call the coin toss.
What are you going to call?
As you watch here on LightTube Channel 23.
My dropper will do it again. Tails.
Tullahoma's won the toss. Tullahoma Wildcats will defer until
Wildcats win the toss.
So Franklin County will kick off first. Just about set to get underway here. There are a couple of more Region 5 5A contests tonight. Shelbyville travels to Columbia, and Lincoln County is at Spring Hill. So after tonight, we'll have a little better idea who's got the early lead in Region 5 5A. The Wildcats are poised in the south end zone. Tullahoma's ROTC down there, and the little girls from the cheerleading camp are there, and here come the Cats! Tullahoma has no better rival than the Franklin County Rebels. As I've told you, for the last 50 years, these two teams are basically even. So this is rivalry with a capital R.
Well, it is, Scott, and we talked about on Go Ball Sports Wednesday night how we both, at a young age, were watching these games as spectators, as young fans, young Wildcats. And so, you know, the last 10 games split 5 apiece, as you mentioned, in the pregame. So the only problem we had for tonight's game was a lack of parking spaces. We have a full house here tonight.
So we're just about set to go. We'll take a break. Get ready for the kickoff. You're watching Tullahoma Wildcat Football on the LightTube Sports Network.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
Grant Chadwick will kick it off for Tullahoma. Eric Jones back deep for the Rebels. Tullahoma moving left to right in this first quarter. Remember, we are on LightTube YouTube. That's TUA LightTube YouTube. If you know people around the world that might want to listen to this Wildcat Rebel football game, text them or call them, email them, whatever, let them know LightTube YouTube is the way to do it.
Well, Chadwick will be kicking into a stiff breeze. Will be a challenge for him to get this ball into the end zone.
Got a pretty good breeze blowing right to left, as Ken mentioned, down on the field. As Tullahoma got to get everybody on the field here, and the Wildcats seem confused. They've got 10 people out there. It's not too difficult to know we need one more guy. I don't know what the confusion is. They won't let anybody come out there. Finally, we get number 93, Austin Mays, 5'9", 140 sophomore on that kickoff team. So Chadwick, one of the top kickers in the state. He has had 2 straight just absolutely phenomenal games, averaging 50 yards a punt. He had a 70-yard punt last week, kicked 3 field goals against Coffee County. Grant Chadwick making a difference for the Wildcats. Eric Jones back to receive for Franklin County. Jones, 6 foot, senior, very athletic, looks at about 200 pounds.
He is a physical specimen.
Stands are filling up. We got a packed house here at Wilkins Stadium tonight as Grant Chadwick puts a foot into it. We are underway at the 3. Jones to the 10, the 15, Jones to the 20, Jones to the 25, maintains his balance at the 30. Out to the 35 goes Eric Jones, and Franklin County will have good field position to open this football game.
Yeah, Chadwick, the kicker, made the tackle. It's not a good sign when your kicker makes the tackle on special teams.
So the ball spotted at the Franklin County 37. That's where the Rebels will begin this first series. Again, the quarterback, C.J. Fields, 6 foot, 170. Franklin County will split 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Running back is Dawson Sowers, number 5. Fields, number 14. Fields turns, wide receiver screen, complete. Tackled on the far sideline, a gain of 4. That goes to Willie Cobb.
Yeah, Hayden and Johnson on the tackle for Tullahoma.
Willie Cobb on the reception.
So Cobb takes it from the 37 out to the 41, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels.
That's one way to slow a pass rush down, a quick release wide receiver screen.
Franklin County stacks 2 receivers on either side with Sowers the tailback. Again, same play. Block is there as Cobb gets close to the first down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Will Hayden again on the tackle.
A gain of 3 that time on the pass brings up 3rd and 3 for the Rebels at the 45-yard line.
It's 3rd down, Wildcat Nation.
2 plays, 2 wide receiver screens right. Tullahoma had several critical 3rd and 4th and shorts that they stuffed Rockville last week in that big comeback 28-20 win.
3rd and 2, Franklin County. Tullahoma 4-man front. Quickly the quarterback. This will be a quarterback run. He's got the first down to midfield. Goes C.J. Seals for the first down of the game.
C.J. Seals on the carry.
So gain of 5 out to the 50. It's another first down for the Rebels.
Colby Tucker in on that tackle for Tullahoma. He's been tremendous the first 3 games and broke a Tullahoma record that stood for many years. Bench pressed 445 pounds this week, a new Tullahoma Wildcat bench press record.
So Franklin County gets a first down on its first possession. The Rebels have it at midfield. No score early in the first quarter. Seals. Going to run it himself. Big gap in the middle. Nobody spying on Seals. He's inside the Tullahoma 45 to the 42.
Yeah, just running up the A-gap. Last two snaps have been high. They're running behind big Lane Pearson, number 74. He's 6'5", 270, and he just buried Tullahoma's nose guard on that play.
Wildcats on that defensive line have Jalen Hill, Ezra Myers, DeCarlos Slaughter, Robert Tatum. The linebackers, Colby Tucker, Will Hyden. Franklin County, 2nd and 3 at the Tullahoma 42. Seals hands it off to Jones. Jones inside the 40. Got the first down to the 38-yard line. Goes Eric Jones.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pearson is a road grader, number 74. Just mentioned him. He's had 2 good blocks in a row. And you mentioned the size of Jones. He's a load.
So Tullahoma with Bronson Bunch as the safety, Liam Greider, Kenai Johnson are the cornerbacks. Franklin County 1st and 10 at the Tullahoma 39. Jones hands it off, or Jones takes the hand off. Jones tripped up, maintained his feet for 2 or 3 yards, but a nice open field tackle for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was Bryson Bunch. Good job by Jones to keep his balance. Looked like he was going down 4 yards earlier and kept his balance and his legs going before Bunch took him down.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Rebels at the Tullahoma 35. Franklin County took the opening kickoff. They are driving.
Impressive drive so far.
No tackles for loss. Franklin County in a bunch offensive set now with Jones the tailback. Handoff, nice gap. Jones inside the 35, down to the 30, close to a first down.
Jones on the carry.
Goes Eric Jones. He got 5 yards.
Yeah, Franklin County with some big linemen. That's big Isaiah Smith, number 70, 6'1", 280 pounds. He's just a junior.
3rd and 2 for Franklin County at the 30-yard line of the Wildcats. Rebels impressive here early. 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. Franklin County has had the ball since we started.
Yeah, Pearson looked like a college lineman. 6'5".
Seals with Jones behind him. Seals going to run it. Got room on the left side. Cuts it back to the middle. Seals down to the 26-yard line. Another first down for Franklin County.
Well, nice play there. Just a little counter play. Direct snap, fake pitch right to Jones. Jones is the decoy. Seals runs left. First down. They've run 4 minutes off the clock already on this initial drive.
Franklin County just chewing up clock and field in little chunks.
You know, the best defense is a ball control offense that can put points up.
Again, running that tight set with Jones in the backfield. Seals gives it to him. Jones, middle of the field, picks up 2-3 yards on first down.
Well, there's no doubt Franklin County's offensive line winning the battle in the trenches here on this first drive.
DeCarlo Slaughter in on the stop for the Wildcats. And, boy, he's had a great year at that defensive line spot. Eli Morgan in there on the defensive line right now, as is Bryson Steverson, Ezra Myers, Robert Tatum.
Yeah, Franklin County has a size advantage on the lines. Size and weight advantage.
Rebels have it 2nd and 7. Timeout, Franklin County. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field when you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect.
Franklin County 2nd down and 7 at the Tullahoma 22. C.J. Seals, the quarterback. Eric Jones, the tailback. Seals pitches to Jones. Jones tries to get around Ethan Hargrove. I don't think so. Hargrove leads the way and then joined by a host of Wildcats, tackled for a loss of 2.
Well, there's your TFL you was calling for. It's a textbook tackle there by Hargrove. He dives right at his ankles, and when you hold on to that foot and ankle, there's nowhere to go. His teammates came and cleaned it up for him, but we're seeing Hargrove do it on both sides of the ball. Had that big catch in the fourth quarter, a long touchdown pass last week to get Tullahoma back in that game and spur that comeback.
Franklin County loses 2 on that rush. 3rd down and 9 right here at the Tullahoma 25. Chance for Tullahoma to stop this drive right here. Man in motion, left to right. New tailback. Seals back to throw. He's looking to the left side. That pass complete to Jones at the 15. Jones to the 10. Jones scampers into the end zone for the touchdown. Franklin County, 25-yard pass from C.J. Seals to Eric Jones.
Well, just a great pitch and catch there by the Rebels. Great athletic play by Eric Jones to go up there and get that football for the Rebel touchdown. Nice pass by Seals. Tight spiral and threw it where only his guy could catch it. Just a size advantage there on our cornerback.
Franklin County set to kick it with Luis Arellano. Kick is up. Good-looking kick. It's good. 5:50 to go, first quarter. Franklin County 7, Tullahoma nothing. This is the Light 2 Sports Network.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, Light2 Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add Light2 Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Franklin County drives 63 yards, 11 plays, 6 minutes and 10 seconds the Rebels use, and score on a 25-yard pass from quarterback C.J. Seals to Eric Jones. Franklin County leads 7-0, 5:50 to go in the first quarter.
Well, great play design for Franklin County. Basically what they did was put number 13, Jaden Doherty, in the backfield, and they slid 7, the tailback, Jones, out at receiver and just isolated him on a cornerback, and Doherty stayed in for max protection, picked up the pass rush, and gave a clean pocket for Seals to throw out of and complete that pass for a touchdown.
Liam Grider and Bronson Bunch back to receive the kickoff for the Wildcats. And it will be Bunch at the 8, 10, 15. Bronson to the 20, cuts it back at the 25. Bunch out to the 27-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will begin their first drive of the night.
Oh, it's a nice return there by Bunch. I believe that's the first return he's had this season on a kickoff.
Yep.
Does a nice job, tackled by Ethan Ferris of the Rebels.
Tullahoma has Hargrove and Steverson wide to the left. Kanai Johnson, Malik Grizzard wide right. The tailback is Ryan Denby. The quarterback is Mason Bratcher. Quick toss, complete. This is Kanai Johnson, and Johnson just dances out of bounds at the 40. That's a Wildcat first down.
Oh, nice play, just a little out pattern, good pass by Bratcher to Johnson. We saw those two lighted up in the fourth quarter last week too. Really, they're starting to find some rhythm, Scott, between these two guys.
Gain of 13 for the Wildcats. It's a first down at the 40-yard line. Bratcher, quick pass over the middle, complete to Bryson Steverson. Steverson hit and tackled immediately at the 45, but that's complete for 5 yards.
Yeah, tough catch there by Steverson in traffic. Good pass protection, fake handoff, just a little play action slant pattern. Steverson catches that ball in traffic. 2 for 2 for Bratcher.
Tullahoma wasn't hitting those passes early in the year. 2nd and 5, Cats at the 45-yard line. Bratcher, handoff Denby. He is met and stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I think Ryan probably lost a yard there.
Yeah, Ryan had 2 touchdown runs in the 4th quarter last week. Tullahoma came back from a 20-7 deficit at Rockville.
So a loss of 1. 3rd down and 6, Wildcats at the Tullahoma 44. Nice play by Franklin County's big defensive line. Big 72. Zaylen Smith. List his weight. It's got to be close to 300. Bratcher. A little play action. Bratcher going deep for Grizzard. Incomplete. Over his head. It's 4th down.
Had a shot there. He had 2 steps on the cornerback, Dick Grizzard. First incompletion of the night for Bratcher. He's 2 for 3 on the first drive, but Tullahoma will punt.
So Grant Chadwick in the punt for the Wildcats. This punt will be measured from the 44-yard line. Eric Jones may need to back up. Tullahoma 4th and 6. High snap. Chadwick brings it down. It's a short kick away. Short kick takes the Tullahoma roll a little bit down to the 25. That's a 31-yard punt for Chadwick. Franklin County will have nice field position once again as they begin this drive at the 26-yard line.
Well, I know we're against the wind, but he just simply missed that one. As you said, he's been, hit a couple 50-yarders and a 70-yarder last week.
So Franklin County leading Tullahoma 7-0. Will have the football again at their 26-yard line.
Good start for Franklin County.
Denby in there at a linebacker for the Wildcats. Rebels split 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hand it to Jones. Jones fights his way out over the 27 to the 28, the gain of 2.
Well, Tullahoma's front 7 definitely going to have to bring their lunch pails tonight. That big offensive line leaning on them, and they're being tested right now by the Rebels.
Bunch hobbles off, and he's replaced in that defensive backfield by Caden Poff, 6'2", 150, sophomore. Rebels split 1 to the right, 2 to the left. It's Kai Baker at the top of your screen in white. Fumbled snap, and Seals just has to fall on it at the 15-yard line. Good play by Seals, but that lost 12 yards.
Yeah, big loss. So, I'd mentioned he just wasn't ready for that snap, I do not believe. Now, he was. It hit him in the hands.
Loss of 12, and that counts as a run for Seals. It's 3rd down now and 20 for the Rebels at the Franklin County 16.
I've got to put that one on the quarterback. There were 2 high snaps that first drive that he did handle, but he couldn't handle that one.
Tullahoma fans trying to get into it here. If you're not into this one, which one do you get into? Tullahoma jumped. I think Franklin County's going to get 5 free yards. That's still going to leave them 3rd and 15. But the Wildcats did jump.
Yeah, DeCarlo Slaughter jumped early. Got a little anxious.
So offsides against the Wildcats. Makes it 3rd and 15 from the Franklin County 21. Big chance for the Wildcats to get off the field defensively here. Seals rolls right. He's got a ton of room. There's a flag. The pass is complete. Short of the first down, but I think we've got a hold in the backfield. Yes, holding against Franklin County. This one's coming back. And the Rebels will do third and long again.
Yeah, they had Jaden Doherty back there again for max protection. He held that time. You called that one.
So Franklin County almost had the first down. Instead, they're going to face third and very long. As the penalty is marked off from the spot of the foul, which was at, I guess, the 23-yard line. So it's marked back to the 13. That's where Franklin County will have it at their 13, third and 25.
Yeah, third and a quarter of a football field. Third in eternity.
They just hand off fullback straight up the middle. Nice safe play out to the 20. Gain of 7, and the Rebels will punt it away.
Bunch back into the game for Tullahoma, so that's good news. In on that tackle.
Gain of 8. 4th, 15 at the 20-yard line. Kenai Johnson back to receive the punt for Tullahoma. High snap over the head of the punter. It's on the ground. He's in the end zone. Tullahoma's got a safety. That's a good job by the punter to pick up the ball to prevent Tullahoma from scoring a touchdown, but the Wildcats get the safety.
Yeah, defensive end Jalen Hill tackles him in the end zone there for the Tullahoma safety. So that's going to be 2 points for Tullahoma. Special teams gets on the board for the Wildcats, and they'll get the ball back.
So Franklin County leads Tullahoma 7-2 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter. And yes, the Rebels have got to kick it away.
Brings back shades of Nolansville a few years back for us, right?
Yes, it does. Same end zone,
yep.
Same spot. Bad memories. So Tullahoma thwarts the Franklin County drive as the Rebels are unable to get out of their own territory. They turn it over. Sort of. It's not really a turnover. Was a fumbled snap recovered for safety. That's got to be a turnover.
Yeah, they got the yips that series, didn't they? Just a couple bad snaps really
cost
put them behind the sticks and then cost them points.
So Franklin County will kick it. They'll decide whether they want to kick it off or punt it. They'll do it from their 20-yard line. So safeties are bad. Tullahoma's got a chance to get some good field position. And
well, after that 6 minute, that initial opening drive, six minutes and 10 seconds by Franklin County, Tullahoma's defense much better that time, but they were aided by some Franklin County mistakes.
And winless teams seem to make mistakes.
That's true.
Kenai Johnson, Lim Greider back to receive this kickoff for Franklin County. From Franklin County. Nice kick. Kenai Johnson at the 25. To the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. They're never going to catch Kenai Johnson. I think that's a 75-yard touchdown for Flash.
How about that? And that's 9 special teams points for Tullahoma. Who needs offense with this kind of special team?
Isn't that the truth? Kenai Johnson returns the kick 75 yards for the touchdown.
My bad. PAT pending. That makes us 8 points. 8 points by special teams. It might as well. The extra point would make it 9.
Well, we're extremely particular about what you say,
are.
so we need your facts to be straight.
That's right.
Tullahoma stunned Franklin County here in the first quarter after getting that safety. Kenai Johnson, man, he is who we thought he was.
He sure is. Electric in the
Special
return game.
teams, baby. It's everything for the Wildcats. And it's 9 points so far for Tullahoma. 1:35 to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats lead the Rebels 9-7 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Tullahoma grabs the lead on a 75-yard kickoff return by junior Kanai Johnson. And the Wildcats lead Franklin County 9-7. Grant Chadwick to kick it off for Tullahoma. Eric Jones back to receive it for the Rebels.
Well, perfect illustration. Now, there are 3 phases of football: offense, defense, and special teams. You can win with any of them.
Right now, Tullahoma winning with special teams.
Well, you said Wednesday night on Gold Ball Sports, watch the special teams for Tullahoma dominate Friday night. You called it.
Chadwick's kick goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Franklin County will begin their 3rd drive of this contest at their 20-yard line with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Cats on top 9-7.
What kind of sudden change can Franklin County do here after the momentum shift here? Franklin County started out running behind that big offensive line, 2 screens right, and then ran the rest of the drive until that last touchdown pass to Jones. Tullahoma gets a safety in the punt return TD. What does Franklin County do to respond?
C.J. Seals, the quarterback, Eric Jones, the tailback. Franklin County splits single receivers left and right. They'll hand it to Jones. Straight up the gut. Jones got a yard.
Tucker and Denby with the tackle, 2 Tullahoma linebackers.
Call it 2 yards for Eric Jones. And it is 2nd and 8, Franklin County at the 22. Clock ticks, 70 seconds to play in the first quarter. Beautiful night for high school football. Packed stadium. We're 5,000 strong here in T-Town. Rebels 2nd and 8 from the 22. They look confused. Seals hands it to Jones. Jones stuffed in the backfield. DeCarlo Slaughter got there first, and then Will Hyden cleaned it up.
They did. They both whipped their men up front on that one.
No gain on the play for Jones. 3rd and 8.
Well, Tullahoma can match their physicality in the trenches. Then Franklin County is going to have to go to the air. And then Tullahoma's it's not. But if you stuff them on the run, they've got to. They have no choice.
I think
we had 4.
Like that.
That's right. Yeah, they played right into our hands with 4 picks against Coffee County 2 weeks ago.
3rd and 8, Franklin County at their 22. Seals to throw. Nope. Seals to run. Seals is tackled from behind. Ezra Myers leading the way for the Wildcats. It's 4th down, Franklin County. Easy money.
Well, that once Seals faked that handoff and kept it, that ball popped out of his hand, so he caught it. Fortunately for Franklin County, that was a near fumble.
4th down and 5 for the Rebels at their 25. As the first quarter has come to a close. Tullahoma 9, Franklin County 7. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and hard swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offering.
The second quarter begins with Franklin County punting from its 25-yard line. Kenai Johnson back to receive the kick for the Cats. Good snap this time, punt away, nice line drive. Kenai catches it at the 38, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Johnson out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The Wildcats will have great field position.
Well, into our fourth game now. How many drives have been set up because of Kai Johnson? Excellent punt return. Certainly we saw it against Coffee County. We're seeing it here again tonight against rival Franklin County.
Well, you would think teams would know not to kick it to Kenai Johnson.
Just go for it
really
on fourth
fast
down. The ball's going to end up in about the same spot of the end zone, right?
Yeah, just kick it somewhere else. Tullahoma 1st and 10 at the Franklin County 38. Great field position. Denby the tailback. Kenai Johnson in motion. Oop, snap, bobble. Who got it? I think the Rebels got that football. Kenai Johnson and Mason Bratcher bobble the snap, and the call is second down for Tullahoma. Wow, we're very fortunate. A loss of 3.
Yeah, Johnson was the only one there to get that ball back, but you're right. 2 Rebels around it.
That's considered.
Very lucky to get that
Franklin
ball back.
County crowd boos. That's considered a 3-yard run. Tullahoma now 2nd and 13 at the 41. Bratcher hands it to Denby. Denby fights his way to the 35. Denby to the 30. He's still on his feet down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13 for Denby.
Yeah, tough running by Denby. Just relentless running there. Hit it to line of scrimmage in the backfield. Bounces outside, sheds 3-4 tackles. Gets nearly a torn jersey there by Jones.
A gain of 11.
Excellent run.
Down to the Tullahoma 30. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Cats.
Cats already in field goal range here.
10:35 to go in the half. Pass out to Ethan Hargrove, incomplete. Hargrove's got to catch that football.
Yeah, Wildcats plagued by drops the first couple of weeks. Did a better job, did the receivers last week.
4th down and 2. Here comes Grant Chadwick. Ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. The holder for the Wildcats is Lucas Reed. The snapper, Gavin Seabolt. Grant Chadwick from 47 yards away. High snap, gets it down, kick is up. Will it get there? No, sir. Field goal is no good, just a little bit short. It was a high snap, and that threw the timing off just a tad. So Chadwick's first miss of the year gives Franklin County the football at the Tullahoma 20. Or at the Franklin County 20.
He had the wind at his back, but you're right. The high snap threw his timing off on that one, just enough. Ball just short of the crossbar.
So Tullahoma leads 9-7, 10:27 to go in the half. 1st and 10 Rebels at their 20. Franklin County going to have to show if they can open up this offense a little bit after Tullahoma stuffed the run on their last drive. And the Wildcats jump there. Nice job by C.J. Seals drawing the defense off sides. So free 5 yards.
3 of them jump. Good voice inflection there by Seals to draw them off.
So 1st and 5, Franklin County at their 25. Fans lined around the fence tonight. Franklin County side pretty much full. Tullahoma side pretty much full. Seals looks to throw. Seals to Jones, complete at the 30. Jones to the 35, and that's a Franklin County 1st down.
Yeah, nice tackle by Grider, but not before Franklin County moves the sticks. Well, Jones does a good job catching that football out of the backfield, doesn't he, when they move him out to receiver.
Gain of 11, 1st and 10, Franklin County at their 36. Yeah, he's really good. I don't understand how he gets so open right there, but he's really good. Jones will split to the right side this time with a new running back behind Seals. Seals to throw. Here comes pressure. He scrambles to the right. He scrambles to the right. He's sacked, and there's a flag on the play, and I think big Robert Tatum might have got him some face mask, or we got a hold, one or the other. So Seals runs it.
Yeah, great pressure. That's unfortunate for Tullahoma. That could have possibly been a horse collar, too. Let's see what they call.
For a loss of 2. The call goes against Tullahoma. That was a face mask. So that play is nullified. Plus 15 for face mask. Franklin County is going to have great field position at the Rebel 49. 1st down and 10. Behind C.J. Seals is Ethan Ferris, 6'1", 190 senior running back, number 12. Well, they're going to give Franklin County 5 more yards and put it at the Tullahoma 46.
Personal foul, horse collar, tackle.
So it was a horse collar, not a face mask. That is a personal foul. So for Franklin County, 1st and 10 at the Tullahoma 46. Rebels get a huge penalty there on 3rd down.
And then 15-yarders hurt you bad.
Seals to throw, complete. In the middle of the field at the 38-yard line. That pass to Willie Cobb. Close to a 1st down.
Oh, nice pass by Seals. He threaded the needle, just play action. Zips it over the middle on a slant pattern.
Gain of 10, 1st and 10 for the Rebels at the Tullahoma 36. 9:20 left to go in the first half. Tullahoma leads by 2.
Franklin County trying to retake the lead after that Chadwick missed field goal.
3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right for the Rebels. Seals to throw, flushed out of the pocket and sacked by DeCarlos Slaughter.
Yeah, that first opened up, looked like it'd be a big scramble there by Seals, but Slaughter closed the gap, closed that hole quickly. Franklin County has a player down.
Well, as I mentioned before, DeCarlos Slaughter having such a good year. A loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14 for Franklin County at the Tullahoma 40. We'll take an injury timeout. 8:54 to go in the half. Cats lead by 2 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and hard swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
This is you, and this is you, and this, and this. You're a team, a quarterback, a running back, a kicker, a coach. You are champions. You're a flyer, a backspot, a base, a parent, and a fan. And you are part of this community, so no matter who you are or what you do, we're here to care for you. Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital and Vanderbilt Health, making healthcare personal.
Well, for Franklin County, this is a big loss if he's unable to come back in. Number 74, Lane Pearson, 6'5", 270 senior. One of their big uglies, as they say, on the offensive and defensive line. 2nd and 14, Franklin County at the Tullahoma 40. Here we go. Seals and Jones in the backfield. Seals to throw. Looking deep. Over the middle. Incomplete. Nice defensive play there by Hargrove. Kyle Baker had that one, and Hargrove knocked it out of his hand.
I'll tell you one thing about Seals impressed with him. He's very accurate with the football. He's putting the ball right on target. As you said, just a good play there by the Tullahoma secondary to knock that ball away at the last second. Hargrove.
So 3rd and 14 for the Rebels at the Tullahoma 40 with 8:43 to go in the half. Next week we will be in Fayetteville at Lincoln County.
The Pit.
The Pit. 3rd and 14 for Franklin County. Here comes the rush. Seals rolls to his right. Pass is complete to Jones. Jones down to the 21. That's a first down, Franklin County. We got to get somebody on Jones.
That's a used conversion. So just a well-designed play. They roll Seals out of the pocket to the right to evade the rush. And he throws well off the run. Again, just accuracy. That ball's right on target.
Gain of 19 yards spotted at the Tullahoma 21. Franklin County's C.J. Seals looking sharp in the passing game for the Rebels.
Franklin County's second nice drive of the game. Their first drive, they scored a touchdown.
Man comes in motion. Seals hands it to Jones, and Jones is stuffed back at the 25-yard line. Fine defensive play. Eli Morgan leading the way for the Cats.
It sure was. Big defensive tackle for Tullahoma. They rolled a little eye candy on Tullahoma, moving that receiver, just wheeling him around the backfield, giving Tullahoma something to think about. But he was only a decoy on that one, but they may be setting us up for something later on off that play.
2nd down and 14 now for Franklin County after a loss of 4. 3 receivers to the left, including Eric Jones in the middle. Hargrove's got him. The running back is Dawson Sowers. Here's Seals to throw. He's sacked. Jalen Hill with a big sack for the Wildcats. It's 3rd and long.
Well, that's Hill's second big play of the night. He had that safety on the punter in the end zone, and now he gets a sack. Having himself a game is Jalen Hill.
We've been waiting for him to blossom, Ken. He's blossoming.
He is.
So Franklin County now 3rd and 18 at the Tullahoma 29. These 2 tackles for loss here have backed the Rebels, I think, out of field goal range.
Yeah.
So let's see if Tullahoma can get a stop here on 3rd and 18.
Tullahoma needs to find out where number 7, Eric Jones, is.
Far side, middle. Seals to throw long to the other side. It's incomplete, far over the head. Liam Grider right there with Kai Baker. So that play had no chance. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Tullahoma actually had double coverage. He ran by Bo Banks, was trying to cover him out of the outside linebacker spot, but Tullahoma did have help at corner, stayed with him pretty good. Pass overthrown. So
see what the Rebels are going to do. It's 4th and 18.
They're going to kick it.
The ball is at the Tullahoma 29. This will be a 36-yard field goal, a 46-yard field goal attempt.
Into the wind.
Kick is up. Yeah, I think it's good. Absolutely, he made it.
Wow.
46-yard field goal for Franklin County.
Into the wind.
With 6:23 to go in the first half, the Rebels lead the Wildcats 10-9 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
Franklin County drives 50 yards in 10 plays, scores on a 46-yard field goal, and they lead the Wildcats by 1. Kickoff deep into the end zone. I'll tell you what, we got a kicker's battle here.
Kicker's duel. Well, that was big for Franklin County. They get the first touchdown of the game. Tullahoma comes up, 2 special teams played, 9 unanswered points. Response drive by Franklin County. That field goal was big, puts them up 10-9, the narrowest of margins here. Let's see if Tullahoma's offense can get untracked. They've done virtually nothing tonight after struggling a large part of the game last week against Rockville until that first drive of the game and actually the fourth quarter.
Grizzard and Johnson split wide to the right for Mason Bratcher. Hargrove wide left. Handoff Ryan Denby. Denby lowers his head for 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Tullahoma had a chance on a big play earlier in the game where we had an overthrow. Look for them to come back. I think Tullahoma just got more speed on the outside, so look at the wide receiver corner matchup.
Marvancy Johnson not dressed out tonight for the Wildcats. So Denby remains the tailback. Hargrove in motion. Handoff Denby, nothing. Franklin County played that well. Maybe a loss of a yard. 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
And that's why Denby's getting the carries tonight. You know, Marvancy does add a dynamic element to the rush game, but he's tweaked an ankle, so hopefully we can get him back soon. Need him in there to have that 1-2 punch at running back.
3rd down and 7, Wildcats at their 23. Tullahoma trying to get something going offensively.
We talked about minimizing 3 and outs. We need to convert this 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz. Bratcher rolls right. Bratcher uncorks it out of bounds. 4th down.
And there's a 3 and out.
Franklin County sent everybody.
Sure did.
Tullahoma unable to convert. And here comes Grant Chadwick to punt it on 4th and 7 from the 23. If you wanted a good ball game, close, you got it.
Sure do. You know, Chadwick's got the wind to his back. Let's see if he can launch one here. We need it. Jones deep.
Region 5-5A opener for both teams.
Be dangerous, Eric Jones deep.
Chadwick kick, a high hanging spiral, out of bounds though, almost went into the stands. Let's see where that's going to be marked. Chadwick doesn't like it. And I can see why. Still coming, still coming. That's going to be at the 50-yard line, so a 27-yard punt. Franklin County fans don't like that spot. I thought it went out of bounds way down here. But what do I know? So Franklin County will begin at midfield. And the Rebels have really been in control of this game.
Yeah, we've heard them boo a couple times. They thought they recovered that fumble that Johnson fell on a few possessions ago for Tullahoma. But Tullahoma's defense playing better against the run up the middle. They've solidified that defense, making better tackling, holding their own in the line of scrimmage better in the 2nd quarter than the
Jones
first.
split wide left, single coverage with Liam Grider. Seals. Little screen pass to Willie Cobb, and Cobb out inside the 45 to the 43. Gain of 7.
Yeah, they just move him across from the right side to the left in motion, and he's
But there's a flag on the play. Holding against Franklin County.
We'll take it.
That's all nullified. Well, the Rebels will back up to the 40. It's 1st and 20.
Well, game even in penalties, both teams 2 apiece for 20 yards.
4:43 left to go in the first half here at Wilkins Stadium. Along with Clay Turner, Chris Barstad, Christopher Redicott, Randy Brewer, Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Great to have you here at Light 2. Hope you're enjoying this one. We'll show the replay next week on channel 23. Pitch to Jones. Jones tries to make his way left. Not much there for Eric Jones.
Boy, DeCarlo Slaughter is active in this football game. Another tackle for number 66, wearing that Jason Few legacy jersey.
Jones a gain of 2. 2nd and 18, Rebels at their 42. At halftime, you'll enjoy the Tullahoma High School Marching Band, their performance. And after the game, I'll go down and talk with Wildcat head coach Coy Sisk down on the field. Kim will give you a summary of all the action. That's the post game right here on Light 2. 2nd and 18 for the Rebels. I formation, Seals under center, wants to throw. He's looking deep, looking for Baker, and Baker well covered by Lem Grider. Just great coverage. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Grider had him blanketed. Grider wearing the number 8 Eli Grow legacy jersey. So our legacy jersey guys playing well tonight. Consecutive plays, 66 and 8.
3rd and 18, Franklin County. Tullahoma with another opportunity to get the defense off the field here and maybe put some points on the board before halftime. Tullahoma will get the ball to start the second half, so we'd like to have that 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, big play here. This is what got Tullahoma in trouble last time. We had 3rd and 14. They converted it and kicked the long 46-yard field goal against the wind. 3rd and 18 here. We got to get off the field. Force a punt.
Flags fly, and Tullahoma's offsides. At least that's the initial indication. How do you line up offside? Just, you know, you got to line up behind the ball, right?
You called it. You saw it. That's it. Yeah.
So Franklin County gets 5 more free yards, and it's 3rd and 13 now at the Rebel 47. Can't give away those free yards. Ethan Ferris back in for the Rebels at running back.
Well, Seals has found several targets tonight. Kai Baker, Willie Cobb, and Jones in the passing game. Who's he going to this time?
3rd and 13. Jones is split to the right side. He goes right to him. Jones pass complete at the 40. Jones down to the Tullahoma 37. That's a 1st down, Franklin County.
Boy, hiding in bunch right there. Again, the accuracy of Seals is impressive. He's hitting his targets in stride. Beautiful pass and catch. Combat catch there by the Franklin County receiver in traffic.
Gain of 15.
Boy, they're converting some long 3rd down plays on us.
Franklin County now has it at the Tullahoma 37 with 3:20 to go in the first half. Rebels lead the Wildcats 10-9.
They're eating that clock, too.
Hand off Jones. Jones stuffed in the backfield. Jalen Hill with another tackle for loss.
Yeah, so Hill lined up at that right defensive end position.
No tackle for loss, just no gain. 2nd and 10. Franklin County at the Tullahoma 37. Clock ticks, 2:45 to go in the half.
I think the Rebels have used 1 timeout. They should have 2 left.
I think you're right.
But no rush, no hurry here. They're just going to bleed it out. They can do what they want to here, essentially just a
Jones in the slot on the left side.
A few yards away from being back in field goal range.
On 2nd and 10. Seals, too much time. Pass incomplete, intended for Cobb. He had Cobb open, just overthrew him. We're not getting
well, Myers
differently. The Franklin County offensive line doing a nice job.
Myers got a good rush on him from the backside pressure. He was being held on the play. I believe he got held by the right tackle, was not called. Forces a high pass, pressure by Myers, causes Seals to let go of that ball and make that pass really before he wanted to. It affected the play.
So 2:15 left to go, 3rd and 10 Rebels. The Tullahoma 37. Can Tullahoma get a stop on 3rd down? Franklin County calls a timeout. The Rebels lead the Cats by 1 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Reminded me when he said that.
Tullahoma, Franklin County, it's always good. It's always close, almost always. And this one seems to be no different. The Rebels lead the Wildcats 10-9. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Franklin County has it 3rd down and 10 at the Tullahoma 37.
Cats need to get pressure on Seals, the Franklin County quarterback.
Jones in the backfield.
Talked about limiting Seals' plays to win this game, but he's got the better of us in the first half.
Seals to throw. Man's open, complete. Driven out of bounds, short of the first down. Willie Cobb needed 10 and got 9.
Yeah. Well, decision time for Coach Hayworth. 4th and 1. Do you kick the field goal or go for it here? Just lots of cushion
and
there.
1 at the Tullahoma 28.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here.
Franklin County will go for it.
It's either going to be a Seals keeper or Eric Taylor run.
Eric Jones is split wide to the right.
Oh, they is, yeah. Watch the quarterback keeper here.
Yeah, I expect Seals to run. Yeah. Trying to draw Tullahoma off sides. Let's see if they're really going to go. Nope. Franklin County timeout. 2:08 to go. Rebels lead by 1 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
2:08 left to go. Franklin County, 4th down and 1 at the Tullahoma 28-yard line. C.J. Seals in the shotgun. Now he'll step up under center. Quarterback sneak. I like the call. He's got the first down.
Oh, a big hit at the end of that play. No flags.
Seals takes it to the 26.
Well, the Rebels running behind that big offensive line without their best and biggest lineman. Lane Pearson still out of the game, 6'5", 270.
Clock ticks under 2 minutes as the Rebels have it 1st and 10 at the Tullahoma 26.
The story of this first half, Franklin County converting some critical long 3rd downs and short 4th downs.
I formation for the Rebels. Jones is deep. Fullback gets the handoff early. Nothing doing, loose football. Franklin County gets it back. Nope. Tullahoma comes up with it. Let's see who they give it to. Tullahoma's got that football. Yeah. Bronson Bunch with a recovery.
Franklin County had it on the ground, and then Bunch just stole the ball away from the lineman there. Went between the lineman's legs. They fight for the ball, and Bunch comes out with it. Big turnover there, huge. The 132 mark, first half.
That
put a star
is
by that
big.
One. First turnover of the game.
Tullahoma gets the stop. Has it 1st and 10 at their own 25. 1:32 left to go in the half. You got 90 seconds and 3 timeouts. Let's go. Bratcher, quick pass, Hargrove, complete. Hargrove 25, spins at the 30. Hargrove spins again to the 31. Wow. That's a lot of work for a gain of 5.
He slipped 3 tackles, too. A lot of tough running. Good. He was slippery on that one.
See if Tullahoma calls a timeout. Nope. I don't understand. You got 3 timeouts in a minute and a half. Bratcher. Over the middle, Hargrove complete at the 40, 45-50. Hargrove tackled from behind at the Franklin County 45-yard line.
Oh, man, shoestring tackle. There was one Franklin County defender. He dove out of desperation and tripped Hargrove up, or that was a touchdown.
25-yard gain for the Wildcats. First down and 10 at the Franklin County 45. 49 seconds left to go. Well, Hargrove juggling that football. Bratcher to throw to Dameron, complete. Dameron down to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Nope, stepped out of bounds at the 33. That's another Wildcat first down.
Oh, nice pass by Bratcher. Just a little quick pass out in the flat in front of the Wildcat sidelines. Dameron does the rest, sheds a tackle, running hard, bulls over another Franklin County defender. Cats on the move.
Gain of 12, down to the Franklin County 33. 36 seconds left to go. Bratcher looks right, going deep, going deep, far over the head of Bryson Steverson, intended for him in the end zone.
A good decision. You know, he threw it out there as one-on-one coverage. No safety help deep there, so only where his guy could throw it, but just barely overthrew him.
Also stops the clock for a minute, gives you a chance to catch your breath. Wildcats 2nd and 10 at the Franklin County 33, trailing 10-9 with 30 seconds to go in the half.
Tullahoma had the matchup they wanted there.
Steverson, Johnson, Grizzard all split wide to the right. Hargrove to the left. Bratcher looking for Hargrove all the way. Throws it deep. Here goes the battle in the end zone. He caught it.
Wow.
Touchdown, Tullahoma, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see who this interference is against. Touchdown from 33 yards. They were both grabbing. I don't see why you would throw a flag there.
No, what a great catch by Hargrove. Bratcher goes deep 2 straight plays.
So the officials are conferring. The flag was thrown in the end zone as Hargrove and the defender battle. What a great catch by Ethan Hargrove.
I've got that one tracked at 33 yards if it stands.
Yes, 33-yard pass. They're talking to Coach Coy Sisk. Hopefully that means that we will take the penalty on the kickoff, and that touchdown will count. Pass interference against Franklin County.
Wow.
So the Wildcats score on a 33-yard touchdown pass with 20 seconds to go in the first half, and Tullahoma gets the ball first to start the second half.
Well, that's what you want. You want to win the last 2 minutes of the first half. Tullahoma has not done that this season, but they're doing it tonight.
Grant Chadwick to attempt the point after. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick sails deep into the night. 20 seconds to go in the half. Tullahoma 16, Franklin County 10. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Tullahoma drives 75 yards in 5 plays, scoring on a 33-yard pass from Mason Bratcher to Ethan Hargrove. The Wildcats lead 16-10. After the pass interference penalty is marked off, Tullahoma will kick it off from the Franklin County 45. It's an easy end zone kick for Grant Chadwick.
Yeah, we have possibilities here. The special teams coach could call an onside kick here or just a squib.
Could call an onside kick.
For the 45. Let's see what they do.
No. Instead, Chadwick's going to kick a field goal from
Good.
And Franklin County will begin at their 20-yard line with 20 seconds.
Well, the Rebels they played a good first half. Unfortunate for them, that fumble, Tullahoma converts into points. Rolled right between their offensive linemen. Some bad luck for them, and Bunch takes it away, Bryson Bunch. So that was a key sequence in this game. Franklin County was driving. They fumble. Bunch recovers. Tullahoma turns it into points. That's the difference here. Big turnover.
Tullahoma's turned most of the turnovers it's gotten into points other than the Coffee County game.
Yep.
Franklin County spreads it out here. 20 seconds to go. Seals just takes a knee. So 14 run minus 4 ends the first half here at Wilkins Stadium. Well, it's been back and forth. Both teams have had the lead, but as we go into intermission, it's the Tullahoma Wildcats that are on top. Tullahoma 16, Franklin County 10. Stay tuned for halftime entertainment from Wilkins Stadium. You're watching and listening to Wildcat Football on the LightTube Sports Network.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
This is you, and this is you, and this, and this. You're a team, a quarterback, a running back, a kicker, a coach. You are champions. You're a flyer, a backspot, a base, a parent, and a fan. And you are part of this community. So no matter who you are or what you do, we're here to care for you. Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital and Vanderbilt Health, making healthcare personal.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
Ladies and gentlemen, another big hand for the Franklin County High School Marching Band.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, Light2 Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add Light2 Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Tradition of musical excellence. Please welcome to the field the Tullahoma High School Marching Band. This evening, they will perform a portion of their 2023 production, Spy Games. The band is under the direction of Field Commanders Isabella English, Xavier Fowler, and Jonas Carter. Logistics Coordinator Elijah Liner. Section leaders include Sarah Aiken, Saria Hoffner, Charlotte Ponder, Joshua Jones, Emma Pratt, Christian Davis, Drew Sterling, Brady Welch.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
This is you, and this is you, and this, and this. You're a team, a quarterback, a running back, a kicker, a coach. You are champions. You're a flyer, a backspot, a base, a parent, and a fan. And you are part of this community, so no matter who you are or what you do, we're here to care for you. Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital and Vanderbilt Health, making healthcare personal.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
The owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Welcome back to Wilkins Stadium as we are just about set to begin the second half. Tullahoma leading Coffee County 16-10. Franklin County took the opening kickoff, drove 63 yards in 11 plays, scored on a 25-yard pass. With 5:50 to go in the first quarter, the Rebels led it 7-0. Tullahoma came back 3 and out. Franklin County came back 3 and out, but on fourth down, the snap was over the punter's head into the end zone. Tullahoma got a safety, and the Wildcats trailed 7-2 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter. On the ensuing kickoff after the safety, Kenai Johnson returned it 75 yards for a touchdown. Tullahoma led 9-7, 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Franklin County then had a 3 and out. Tullahoma tried a 47-yard field goal that was no good. Franklin County then converted a 46-yard field goal with 6:23 to go in the half to take a 10-9 lead. Franklin County then, Tullahoma then had a 3 and out. Franklin County came back, had a couple of first downs, but then fumbled the ball in Tullahoma territory. Bronson Bunch recovered for the Wildcats. Tullahoma drove 75 yards in 10 plays, scoring on a 33-yard pass from Mason Bratcher to Ethan Hargrove to take a 16-10 lead with 20 seconds to go in the first half. For Tullahoma, Mason Bratcher 6 of 10 through the air for 93 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Hargrove caught 3 of those for 62 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Tullahoma nothing. Ryan Denby 4 carries, 13 yards. Bratcher 1 carry, -3. Tullahoma 5 rushes for 10 net yards. 10 passes for 93 yards. Tullahoma ran 15 plays in the first half for 103 yards. That's unbelievable. Franklin County through the air, C.J. Seals 8 of 12 for 97 yards and a touchdown. Willie Cobb caught 4 of those. Eric Jones caught 4 of those. On the ground, C.J. Seals 9 carries for -3 yards. Had all those sacks. Jones had 11 carries. Let me figure this real quick. 4, 8, 13, 16, -2, 14, 16, 18, -4, 14, 16. Believe it or not, Jones had 11 carries for only 16 yards. And then B.J. Bowery had 2 carries for 11 yards. For Franklin County, 22 rushes, but only 24 net yards. Franklin County 12 plays through the air for 97 yards. The Rebels ran 34 plays for 121 yards. So Tullahoma 15 for 103, Franklin County 34, but just for 121. So Tullahoma leads 16-10. Franklin County set to kick it off as we start the second half. Ken?
That's just a great recap there, Mr. Statistician. That was superlative. Really, the first half, Tullahoma wins the final 2 minutes. That critical fumble by Franklin County as they were driving in plus territory against Tullahoma. Wildcats converted for 7 points. That's the difference in this game as Franklin County relinquished the 10-9 lead and fell behind 16-10. Franklin County had a couple nice drives and a 46-yard field goal. Tullahoma special teams special tonight, responsible for 9 points. That big safety to get them started off, and then the electric 75-yard punt return by Kai Johnson on the ensuing kick from that after that safety.
So Franklin County set to kick off. The Wildcats in black, moving right to left here in this third quarter. And Kenai Johnson and Liam Grider back to return the kick. This guy's got a good leg.
He does.
Luis Arellano.
Kicking against the wind.
We're still short kick, pooch kick. Taken at the 30, fumbled by Tucker, and he falls on it at the 32-yard line. And that's where Tullahoma will begin, at its 32-yard line. So they didn't want to kick that one to Kenai Johnson.
Smart move.
So Tullahoma will go on offense first here after running just 15 offensive plays in the first half.
Thank goodness for superlative special teams,
Isn't
right?
that the truth? Mason Bratcher's the quarterback, Ryan Denby the tailback. Two receivers, Steverson and Grizzard split to the right. There's a quick toss to Hargrove. Hargrove, little wide receiver screen, scoots out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds by Luis Arellano. Sophomore.
Mark it at the 34, a gain of 2.
Well, Tullahoma wants to redeem themselves from a disastrous third quarter at Rockville last week. They had 4 possessions in the third quarter and 4 3-and-outs.
Bratcher rolls to his left. Bratcher looks, pass intended for Kenai Johnson, short and incomplete.
Yeah, just underthrew him on that one. So here we go, third down.
3rd and 8 for the Wildcats at the Tullahoma 34.
Well, big play at this juncture. Certainly both teams wanting to win the first 2 minutes here. Tullahoma wants to increase this 6-point lead. Franklin County wants the ball back.
3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bratcher, straight drop. Whistle blows as Bratcher overthrows his intended receiver. And we've got illegal procedure against the Wildcats. Another penalty against Tullahoma.
Their 4th of the night. Rebels still with just 2.
So Tullahoma will now face a 3rd. They're taking that back a long way. Yeah, 3rd and 13 at the 29. Wildcats again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Well, let's see if we can convert a long 3rd down.
Bratcher, quick little screen, nobody's ready.
It looked like the pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage and just blew that play up. But it had blockers set up.
So incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th and 13.
When Bratcher just got to loft that over the line of scrimmage and put some touch over on that one. Tried to burn it in there and deflected.
So Grant Chadwick back to punt for the Wildcats. The ever-dangerous Eric Jones back to receive.
Oh, boy, and he's deep.
Will Hyden is the up man. Good snap. Bratcher, boomer, spiral. Jones catches it at the 25, 30, 35. Driven out of bounds at the 38-yard line. There's a flag. I think Franklin County is going to be guilty of a block in the back or a hold. That punt covered 43 yards. And let's see where they stick the Rebels. Taking it back to the 18-yard line. So Franklin County, another costly penalty will start this drive. Well, Tullahoma's consistent to start the third quarter, Ken. 3 games in a row, they've used less than 35 seconds and kicked the ball away.
Yeah.
3 games in a row.
Not the way you want to start a second half. And, as I mentioned, 4 straight 3-and-outs, and they put themselves in a pickle last week against Rockville. And they're going to have to sustain some drives.
Line it up with 2 receivers to the left. Seals hands to Jones. Big gap in the middle, closed by Colby Tucker at the 20-yard line.
Run game not nearly as effective for the Rebels, with 74. Lane Pearson still out of the football game, leaving in the first half with an injury.
Hyden actually got the first hit on Jones that time, spotted at the 21, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, Franklin County. Seals to Jones. Jones looks for room, none there. Wildcats on the money there with Tucker and company throwing Jones for a loss.
Yeah, Tucker and company, including 66, Sergeant Slaughter.
Sarge is having a big game
He
tonight.
is.
Spotted at the 20, a loss of 1. 3rd and 8 for the Rebels.
Well, this is Jalen Hill time. He had a great first half, number 5, the right defensive end for Tullahoma.
Franklin County has converted a number of long 3rd downs. This one's 3rd and 8.
Passing situation.
Cats lead it by 6. 10-15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Seals. Long pass over the middle, incomplete, and there's a flag on the play. Tullahoma's going to get called for pass interference.
Yeah, they got Grider on that one for holding the receiver up.
Well, he ran into him as the
Yeah.
ball was almost to him.
Yeah, can't do that. That was clear. No debate on that one.
I think it was going to be over his head, but either way, Franklin County is going to get a first down. For defensive pass interference. And it will be spotted at the, should be the 35. Where's the football? They haven't spotted it yet.
Oh, yeah, they have it. So he's going at 37. 38-yard lines where they're putting it. 37. Here they go. They're backing up. Now, you're right.
Spotted at
Correct
the 35.
those referees. You were right on target. They was trying to put it at 37.
1st and 10 Rebels at their 35 after the 15-yard pass interference penalty. Seals pitches to Jones. Jones wants to go left, and he's dropped in the backfield by Colby Tucker again. Solo tackle. Franklin County's running game.
Well, if you watch the replay here, good leverage by number 5, Jalen Hill. He strings the play back inside, sets the edge there, forcing back in for Tucker to make it an easy tackle.
So Franklin County unable to get anything going running the ball. They've thrown it pretty well.
You know, that's assignment football. That's called setting the edge.
2nd down, 11 Rebels at their 34. 9:34 to go in the 3rd. Cats by 6. Jones is in the backfield.
Football game.
Seals, wide receiver screen incomplete, intended out there for Cobb. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's how Franklin County started the game on offense when they scored their first touchdown. They had a couple wide receiver screens right to start the game and then ran right up the middle on Tullahoma much of that drive. But finding the running lanes clogged right now. Having to go with a vertical passing game. So it's another 3rd and long, double digits, 3rd and 11.
Ethan Ferris back in for Franklin County at a running back spot. Tullahoma's defense, 3rd and 11. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion. And Seals rolls left. Seals runs into his own man. Now here comes the pressure. Pocket breaks down, just lofts that pass out of bounds. Good decision. It's 4th down.
Yeah, smart move right there.
Live to play another play.
Yeah, bumped into his running back who was blocking back that time. And
Tullahoma collapsing that pocket on that series.
Yeah. So
Franklin County's going to face 4th and 11, and they'll kick it away. Kenai Johnson stands at his 35.
Well, we saw a snap become an issue here on the safety play in the first half. See, that's a good one.
Gets the kick away, short kick. Johnson fields it at the 40, 45, 50. Kenai to the sideline, 45, 40. Kenai Johnson with another excellent return gives Tullahoma great field position inside the Franklin County 40-yard line.
Yeah, it sure was. He's following his blockers there and running down the Tullahoma sidelines. Excellent job. Catches that ball with momentum. Coming up to receive it. Cats in business.
Great field position at the 39. And with 8:58 to go in the third quarter, the Wildcats on offense at the Franklin County 39. Johnson, Grizzard, wide right. Hargrove, wide left. Tucker, the tight end, on the right side. Denby, the tailback. Bratcher hands it to Denby. Big hole. Denby lowers his head. Down to the 35-yard line goes Ryan Denby.
And 57 and 11 combined on the tackle there for the Rebels. It's Austin Meeker and B.J. Bowie.
So a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 at the 35.
Tullahoma with a short field here. They need to capitalize on offense.
3 receivers to the right. Bratcher rolls that way. His pass incomplete. Low, uncatchable.
No, never had a chance on that one. Looks like we have a receiver down. I hope that's not Hill.
Why would you hope it's anybody?
Well, I hope it's not anybody. It looks like it was a single digit. Looked like 5.
It's Grizzard.
It's Grizzard, okay.
Who's had some injury issues early here in the year. Timeout on the field. 8:21 to go in the third. Cats by 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, Light2 Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add Light.
3rd down and 6 for Tullahoma at the Franklin County 35. Bratcher in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bratcher straight drop. He's got a lot of time. Rolls to the right. His pass complete. On the far sideline, that's a Wildcat first down. That's Hargrove.
Well, it's a nice strike. Looked like he thought about stepping up the pocket and taking off with the football and then releasing it to last second. It's a nice, strong pass there to Hargrove.
Gain of 9 on 3rd down.
Clutch ball, 3rd down conversion.
The ball rests on the Franklin County 26-yard line. Bratcher, straight drop. Looks deep. That pass is, I think it's caught on the far sideline, but he's out of bounds. Caught it. Hargrove, great catch, but out of bounds.
It sure was. Tullahoma fans clapping. There's a late flag.
Late flag, far from everything here.
Well, normally when you see a late flag like that, it's a personal foul variety. We'll see what happens.
8:01 to go, 3rd quarter. Tullahoma leads 16-10. Wildcats with the football. That was a 1st and 10 incomplete pass from the 26. And the official's call is unsportsmanlike conduct against Franklin County.
Big one.
See if there's another one. Nope. That's half the distance to the goal. After the play, so we're at the 26. That ought to take us to the 13.
It's a mental blunder there for the Rebels. Costly penalty on the incomplete pass.
1st and 10, Tullahoma at the Franklin County 13-yard line. 8:01 to go in the third. Wildcats trying to increase their lead to 2 scores. Steverson, Hargrove, Grizzard, Johnson are the receivers.
We still have a lost cell phone up here in the game control booth. If anybody's lost their cell phone.
Scott, you lose your cell phone?
No, I didn't, but I might need an extra one so I could go claim it.
Yeah. Well, Coach Hayworth wants some clarification on that call. He calls the head referee over to the Franklin County Rebel sideline there.
Rebels coached by a former Franklin County great, Tennessee Volunteer, and Detroit Lion Tracy Hayworth. He's just a really, really good guy. I hope he has success 9 weeks a year at Franklin County.
Well, his former NFL team certainly had success in pulling the upset at Arrowhead Stadium as the Lions beat Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs 21-20 in an upset.
Tullahoma 1st and 10 at the Franklin County 13-yard line. Bratcher with Denby on his right hip. Hands it to Ryan. Ryan in the middle, not much there. I don't think he quite made it down to the 10. Denby having to do a lot of double duty tonight. And he got a couple of yards.
76, Kyler Clark doing some work on that offensive line for Tullahoma.
2nd and 8 Wildcats at the Rebel 11. Tullahoma 2 receivers to the right. That means they've got a double tight end set. Bratcher, little pitch pass there to Kenai Johnson. Johnson, what a move. Gets inside the 10 down to about the 7. Nice little stutter stop by Johnson. That's considered a pass.
It was. He was just gliding there, following his blockers, and then he turns the jets on.
From the 11 to the 7, a gain of 4. 3rd and 4.
Eric Jones on the tackle for the Rebels. He's all over the place, too.
Looked like a first-team All-Region 5A player to me.
Playing hard.
Tullahoma Wildcats, 3rd and 4 at the Franklin County 7.
Well, what do you call here? Let's see if we can cash this in for a touchdown.
6:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tullahoma up by 6. Bratcher, Denby with some room, and then he is popped at the 3. He's going to be close to that first down. Let's see if he got it.
I think he did.
Officials stop the clock. They're going to unstack it. Needed to get to the 3. He got there. It's 1st and goal Wildcats.
Wildcats trying to capitalize on this excellent punt return by
Denby
Johnson.
again in the middle. No, didn't get anything.
Well, Wildcats look like they're trying to line up quick.
They are trying to line up quick.
You've addressed this before. You know, why speed it up down here inside the 5? Take your time. They're huddling up now.
A loss of 1 on the carry by Denby. It's 2nd and goal Wildcats at the Franklin County 4.
You know, sometimes we've seen teams in the past just go with that hurry up, and it causes offensive penalties and misalignments.
Double tight end set, single receivers left and right. Johnson on the left. Now he comes in motion. Bratcher going to hand it to Denby, and there's a flag on the play. Tullahoma guilty of illegal procedure.
Costly.
That is very costly. 2nd and goal at the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal at the 9.
And the Rebels get a break there. Six penalties on Tullahoma.
We remind you to tune in to Gold Ball Sports Wednesdays at 6 o'clock live on Facebook. We talk a lot of high school football. 2nd down and goal Wildcats at the 9. 2 receivers to the left. It's Johnson and Hargrove. Now Johnson comes in motion. Tullahoma did it again. Timeout Wildcats. 5:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tullahoma leads by 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Tullahoma's second down and goal at the Franklin County 9. Wildcats trying to increase their lead from 16 to 10. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bratcher, straight drop, pass in the end zone. Oh, Hargrove right in his hands. Incomplete, it's 3rd and goal.
Had him. A couple of drops have hurt us tonight, especially that one. Touchdown opportunity.
That was a touchdown right there. 3rd down and goal at the 9.
Nothing wrong with that pass. Cats have, got down, knocking on the goal line with 1st down, had 2 straight procedure calls, and now drop touchdown pass.
Well, that second procedure call was not a procedure call. It was a timeout. But still, 3rd and goal at the 9. Bratcher brings Johnson in motion. Bratcher's looking for Hargrove, tosses it out to Denby. Denby's down to the 5.
Great effort.
Good heads-up play by Mason Bratcher.
Sure was.
But it's 4th down.
And Denby, that's hard running after that. He was smelling that end zone.
4th and goal for the Wildcats at the Franklin County 5-yard line. You taking the points here, boss, or you going
Yeah, I'm
for
taking
it?
the field goal to make it a 2-score game here. Up 6, you want to be up 9 here. Take the 3.
Tullahoma's going for it. 4th down and goal at the 5. 4:25 left to go, 3rd quarter. Bratcher rolls right. Bratcher looks into the end zone, incomplete, over the head of the intended receiver. And Tullahoma turns the ball over on downs. You don't like that, do you, boss?
No. With the score, just the situation of the game, up 6, a field goal with a sure kicker from the 5-yard line, you got a 99% chance of making. That's basically an extra point, and you go up 9 points. With the way your defense is playing right now, you're 1 score away from being behind.
I'm not usually a field goal guy, partner, but I'll have to agree with you on this one. In a tight slugfest kind of like this, you got to grab those points. Now, we'll see if it comes back to haunt Tullahoma. Their lead remains 6 with 4:13 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Rebels back on offense, deep in their own territory at the 5. What time is it, Ken?
It's hammer time.
No, what time is it? It's turnover time. That's what you're supposed to say.
Okay.
C.J. Seals pass complete. Out at the 10-yard line, this is Kai Baker, and Baker works his way out to about the 12.
I'm following you, partner. It's late in the night. So Franklin County moving the ball out from the shadow of their goal line. The nice pass there to Baker.
Gain of 9. 2nd and 1 for the Rebels at their 14. Handoff Jones. Big gap on the right side. Jones lowers his head out over the 20 to the 21. That's a Franklin County 1st down. Gain of 7.
And Tucker on the tackle that time. Tell them the defender's going backwards. Man was running with authority on that one.
He's good.
He sure is.
Rebels with another 1st down at the 21. Seals. Hands it to Jones. Jones tries to cut it left. Not much room there. Will Hyden with a stop for the Cats.
Yeah. Jones getting up slow on that one. Hyden stuck him.
Jones got out to the 23, a gain of 2.
Oh, great tackle.
2nd and 8, Rebels.
Jones felt that one. Happy birthday shout out to the old ball coach, John Olive.
Today, Coach's birthday.
It's Coach's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Coach.
Happy birthday wishes to my friends and neighbor, Leanne Champion Phillips. Also her birthday today.
Kind of your cousin-in-law or
yeah,
something, ain't she?
Cousin-in-law, yep.
Something. Timeout on the field, Rebels. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Tullahoma leads by 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
Yeah, 2:22, man, sluggish.
Franklin County has the ball, second down and 8 at the Rebel 23 with 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Tullahoma leads 16-10. Seals to throw. His pass is complete and tackled immediately there. Short of the first down, it's Baker. Nice play by Kanai Johnson.
Yeah, Baker did a nice job of holding on to that football because Johnson popped him instantaneously right after he caught it.
Spotted at the 30, a gain of 7. It's 3rd and 1 for the Rebels at their 30. Big play right here.
It is. You're right.
Clock ticks under 2 minutes here in this third quarter. Back and forth we go.
Well, last time they had this 3rd and short, they just put Seals up behind center and ran it right up the middle, but they've got him in the shotgun here.
Handoff Jones, first down and more.
Easy.
Jones out to the 35, to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 for Eric Jones.
Makes the tackle. That's why you good enough for Franklin County first down.
Bunch comes up again from when that's on 3rd and 1 when your safety's making tackles, that's not a good sign.
Jack Dameron in there, linebacker for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Rebels at the 30. 5, 6. Handoff Jones. Looks for room, none there. Loss of a yard or two. A lot of cats there.
Slaughter.
Slaughter led the way.
Yeah, he did.
He's having a great game.
On the tackle for Tullahoma. Second down, the Rebels.
Now, how in the world was that a 2-yard gain? Did not see that. 2nd and 8, Franklin County.
It's called a right-footed
at the 38.
spot, partner.
I guess so. He just got stuffed behind the line, it looked like to me.
A right-footed spot.
2nd and 8, Rebels at the 38. Single receivers left and right. Well, they put a lot of blockers in there, don't they?
Yeah.
We got 3 blockers
in the 3rd.
There for the tailback. Here he goes. This is Eric Jones, and Jones is met in the backfield and dropped. Might have gotten a yard. Tucker there along with Bobo.
Yeah, Tucker ate him up on that one. The play just looked slow. The handoff was delayed a little bit, and just Tullahoma blew that play up.
No gain on the play. Franklin County is going to let the clock run out. Well, now the clock stops with 6 seconds to go. Now the quarter runs out. That was weird. We've played 3 here at Wilkins Stadium. Tullahoma leads Franklin County 16-10 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
This is you, and this is you, and this, and this. You're a team, a quarterback, a running back, a kicker, a coach. You are champions. You're a flyer, a back spot, a base, a parent, and a fan. And you are part of this community, so no matter who you are or what you do, we're here to care for you. Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital and Vanderbilt Health, making healthcare personal.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
We move to the fourth quarter. Tullahoma leads Franklin County 16-10. The Rebels have it 3rd down and 8 at their 38-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones in the backfield with Seals. All right, puts Jones on his left hip, brings a man in motion. Seals to throw. He looks deep. Pocket breaks down, just throws it up for grabs. Incomplete. Tullahoma had 2 defenders there. And it's 4th down.
Yeah. Pass broken up by Sam Bobo on number 15 on that one. He just throws the ball up for grabs there. A wing and a prayer of sorts.
It was the worst pass of the night for
It
Seals.
sure was. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
4th down and 8. Franklin County to punt. Tullahoma's defense stopped the Rebels again. Let's see what Kanai Johnson can do with this thing. Tullahoma's got too many men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're good now. Good snap. Kick is away. High wobbly kick. Kanai catches it at the 35. Johnson to the 40. Johnson gets it to the 42. And that's where the Cats will start. Good field position for Tullahoma.
Oh,
there's a late flag on the play. Here comes another.
2 flags. I think Johnson retaliated, but maybe this is offsetting. We'll see. Both teams got a slap on each other. Hopefully there's one on each and not both on Tullahoma. Let's see.
11:41 to play. Cats by 6. Officials with a discussion in the middle of the field. You see the flags there.
Scoreless 3rd quarter. Again, Tullahoma was inside the 10-yard line with an easy chance at a short field goal to push this lead to 19-10. They forsook that field goal attempt, went for it, and was stopped. So,
personal foul, Franklin County. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Tullahoma. I think they'll offset.
Oh, wait, they're throwing somebody out.
Yep, somebody got ejected.
And I hope it wasn't Johnson.
We'll keep the camera on the official there. So they're trying to figure out what number.
We'll soon know because it's Tullahoma's ball.
Those penalties should offset. They might have to do that punt again.
Dirty laundry all over the field.
I think it's going to be number 3.
Yep.
I think number 3 just got ejected for Tullahoma. That is a huge, huge loss.
Oh, it sure is. Game changer.
Kanai Johnson. You just got to let that stuff go. So personal foul against Franklin County, unsportsmanlike conduct against Tullahoma. Kanai Johnson ejected for the Wildcats. And should just be offsetting penalties. Tullahoma should have it there at the 42. Good field position for the Wildcats at the Tullahoma 42 with 11:41 to go. Let's see if we can get a sustained drive here and use some clock, get some points. So Johnson out for Tullahoma. Caden Poff in there at wide receiver, number 7. Got good size, 6'3". Bratcher hands it off. This is Denby, and Denby gets a couple of yards.
Right. Yeah, nice hole for Denby. Runs it out from the 42-yard line to look like the 45.
Gain of 2 for Ryan Denby.
Yeah, only 2 yards.
2nd and 8 for the Wildcats at their 44.
Kyron Peace with a tackle for the Rebels.
Bratcher gets the call from the sidelines. Also in at receiver, Alex Bobo, 6'1", 150 sophomore.
Clock hits 11 minutes left in the game in regulation.
Bratcher straight drop. Bratcher, here comes pressure. Bratcher's going to have to get rid of it, and he does. Pile tipped. Almost intercepted.
What a wild play.
Denby tipped it, and Willie Cobb almost picked it off for Franklin County, but it's incomplete. Third down.
3 Rebels had a shot at the sack. The ball's intended for Denby. He knocks the ball in the air, and then Franklin County nearly intercepts it. That was Willie Cobb with his hands on the ball. Thank goodness he dropped it.
Tell you what, Bratcher's not going to run the ball much, obviously, but he does kind of have a knack for getting it out there at the very end.
Yeah, he does evade pressure.
3rd and 8, Tullahoma. Bratcher rolls left. Throw it out to Denby. He's wide open at the 50. Denby lowers his head at the 45-yard line, and that's a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, so they just float him out in the flat. They send 3 receivers out on that side. And I think he stepped out of bounds. Where'd they mark him at?
Gain of 5. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for Tullahoma at the 49-yard line of the Wildcats.
You know, so we thought we had it, but he ran out of bounds.
Cats are going to punt it away. Tullahoma getting ready to punt the football. Grant Chadwick is the punter, and Tullahoma calls a timeout. 10:31 to go. Cats by 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Tullahoma set to punt. 4th down and 3 at the Wildcat 49. Watch the fake. Watch the fake. Good snap to Chadwick. Short kick. Grant, short kick. Get out of the way, Tullahoma. Get out of the way. And the Wildcats down it at the 30-yard line. So a 21-yard punt for Grant Chadwick. And the Wildcats a quick 3 and out. Franklin County gets it back.
Well, Tullahoma's lost one of their big weapons, number 3, Kai Johnson. No points here yet in the second half, so Franklin County with an opportunity here, only 1 score behind. They need a touchdown or 2 field goals. 10:21 to go.
Rebels split 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jones, the tailback. He is dangerous. Seals, quick pass. Incomplete. Well played defensively there by Tullahoma's Liam Grider as he broke it up.
No, sure was excellent coverage there. Just play action. Fakes the handoff. Whistles the ball out to his intended receiver. Just a solid lick there. I think jarred the ball loose by Grider.
The Wildcat defense trying to make another stand here. Boy, this Tullahoma defense, it's really all been on them for 4 games, basically.
Yeah, Tullahoma winning this football game with defense and special teams. Offense has had a rough football night.
Rebels 2nd and 10.
Oh, just your typical
play
Wildcat
clock down to 0.
rivalry.
They get the snap away. Quick pass out in the flat, complete to Cobb, a loss of 3.
Yeah, Banks with the tackle. He got out there quick from the outside linebacker position. He read that play, snuffed it out, diagnosed it well. So he knocks Cobb to the ground.
Loss of 2, 3rd and 12. Franklin County at their 28. Tullahoma leads 16-10, 9:50 to go.
Well, now I'm going to call it for it. Drop the anvil, drop the hammer. Now's the time for the turnover, Scott, right here. Now's the time. 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down, Wildcat Nation.
Tristan Taylor in for Tullahoma at a cornerback. 3rd and 12. Seals to throw. He waits, pass out in the flat intended for Jones. Incomplete.
Boy.
Double coverage there, just a little bit beyond Jones's reach.
Yeah, Jones had a shot at it. Outstretched one arm, tried to make a one-handed catch.
4th and 12, Franklin
Have
County
a flag
at their 28.
Oh.
Penalty against Tullahoma. What is the penalty?
Defensive pass interference.
What?
Yep, they called a PI. It's 8 penalties on Tullahoma on the night. They're hurting themselves with penalties. Well, that's huge because that keeps a 3rd and 12, turns it into a 1st down.
Absolutely. Boy, that's a huge play. Huge call right there. I didn't see it.
I don't know
what
who
do I
they
know?
called it on.
Ball rest at the Franklin County 43 now. 1st and 10, Rebels.
A new set of downs for the Rebels.
9:22 to go. Rebels trail by 6. Jones will split to the left side. The tailback is Ferris. Seals to throw. Quick outlet, complete. Far sideline, close to a 1st down, is Cobb.
Yeah, Banks in coverage on Cobb, but that's just an excellent pass by Seals, man. He just threw a strike to Cobb.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2. Rebels in Tullahoma territory.
Really
at
been,
the 49.
Been impressed pretty much overall. My general impression, Franklin County receivers, if they get their hands on it, they spear the ball, they catch it.
9:16 to go. Cats by 6.
Well, that's big because you can run or pass out of a 2nd and 2 situation, so a big gain on 1st down there.
Cobb in motion.
Right tackle jump.
I think Franklin County moved.
Yep. 76, they got him.
False start, Franklin County.
C.J. Francis, the guilty Rebel, right tackle number 76, flinched.
So the Rebels now look at 2nd down and 7 at their 46 with 9:16 to go.
Well, it's a lot different than 2nd and 2, isn't it?
Clock is not ticking. Seems like we've been at 9 minutes for a while. Rebels line it up, 2nd and 7 at their 46. Cobb in motion. Seals to throw. Here comes pressure. It's Jones. Jones cuts it back to the middle to the 50. Jones into Tullahoma territory for a 1st down at the Wildcat 46.
Just a little slip screen to their best player, Eric Jones. Nice touch, floats the ball over the Wildcat defensive end, gets a nice block on Banks. With 63, sprung him. That was JoJo Taylor with a block on Banks. Sprung him an extra 6 yards.
So a gain of 8 and a 1st down for Franklin County at the Tullahoma 46-yard line.
They passed midfield now, so Franklin County's got something here cooking.
Finally under 9 minutes, 8:50 to go. Jones will line up far left. With Ferris the tailback. Seals to throw. Seals looking, pressure, sack. C.J. Seals goes down near midfield. Tullahoma just converged.
I think that was easy money from that right defensive end spot. Myers just beat the block, beat the right tackle or the left tackle. Easy money with a sack. The Tullahoma senior.
3rd sack of the night for the Wildcats. And we're back to the 49-yard line, 2nd and 13. Jones split wide to the right. You know they're looking for him. I would. Seals looks for Jones all the way. There's the pass, complete at the 40. Jones tackled immediately, but he's close to a first down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's very close. They may have a spot on this one, but you're right. Just a big cushion on that right side. Grider brings him down, but again, Seals just putting the ball right on the numbers.
2nd and 13. They get 14. First down, Franklin County.
Scott, when Seals gets time to throw the football, he's effective.
Very effective.
This game very much in doubt.
7:35 to go. Tullahoma leads by 6. Region 5-5A opener for both teams. This is where it gets real. Jones split wide to the right. Seals looks, now scrambles. Seals throws it up, out of bounds, 2nd down. Good coverage by Tullahoma.
Yep. Well, it's Franklin County, for some reasons, abandoned the run game. You've still got 7 minutes on the clock. You know, Tullahoma's defense has been on the field a lot in the second half. Why not lean on Jones there a little bit?
Jalen Hill in for the Wildcats. Myers will get a blow. $7:16 remaining. Next week we will be in Fayetteville, Tullahoma, and Lincoln County at Meadows-Thompson Stadium, affectionately known as the Pit. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right on 2nd and 10. Seals, handoff inside, big hole.
There it is.
See, I hadn't given it to him the whole game. That's Ferris, and Ferris picks up 8.
More fresh legs, and Big Ferris just pops that ball right up the middle.
Spotted at the Tullahoma 27, so a gain of 9. 3rd and 1 for the Rebels.
Kane Garrison put a nice block on Slaughter that time to spring the running back.
6:50 left to go. Rebels 3rd and 2.
Well, we've seen the Franklin County kicker boot a 46-yarder. Rebels may go for it here if they don't make it.
Seals handoff Jones. Jones trapped in the backfield. They did not make it.
Sergeant Slaughter.
He didn't get a yard.
Slaughter beat his man and made the tackle. Big 66 defensive tackle for Tullahoma.
Spotted at the 27, no gain. 4th down and 1.
Decision time.
For Franklin County, this is a big decision. I think they're going to go for it. Seals on the sidelines getting the play.
Now, you certainly got time for 2 for 1 if you want to attempt the field goal, so it wouldn't surprise me if they don't call a timeout here to figure out what they're going to do.
6:03 remaining, clock ticks. Seals has got to hurry. The play clock shows 10.
They're going to have to burn a timeout. I don't think they're going to get this play off. 5 seconds, play clock.
4th and 1. Seals pitches to Jones. Jones tripped up, kept his feet, got the first down at the 25-yard line.
Boy, if they got that play off, it was by a nanosecond here. I mean, by a whisker.
Spotted at the 26, so a gain of 1.
Oh, we had a shot at him in the backfield.
But 1's all he needed. First down and 10 Rebels at the 26, 5:30 left to go.
Well,
they have had the ball now for 5 minutes.
You know, it's about that 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Tullahoma forsaking that short field goal attempt looms big now.
Jones, the tailback for Seals. First down.
Rebels bleeding the clock.
And I think that one didn't get off in time. That's going to be a delay of game against Franklin County.
Rebels' 5th penalty of the evening. Costly.
First.
Oh, man, just a unforced error there. Delay of the game.
1st and 15 for the Rebels now at the Tullahoma 31.
5 minutes. 5-minute mark.
I'll talk with head coach Coy Sis down on the field after the conclusion of this game. Hope you'll stick around for that. Ken's summary. He goes through it fast. Coach Sis don't talk long.
No, he don't play, man.
Jones in the backfield with Seals. 1st and 15. Seals to throw. Got a man out in the flat. Complete. Incomplete.
Oh, fumble.
No, that's no catch.
They called it a no catch.
No catch. Franklin County receiver is down. Heck of a play by Liam Grider.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch. There's one. No, he never had it. He was juggling the ball. Good call by the officials. Boy, Grider put the lick on and was thinking scoop 6 there. And you're right. The receiver is down. The hit of the night by Liam Grider.
4:31 to play. Tullahoma leads Franklin County by 6. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $7 a month along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time, receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage, and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app. Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 15, Franklin County at the Tullahoma 31. Cats lead by 6 with 4.5 minutes to go. Seals hand off his big fullback, booms his way inside the 30, down to the 25 goes Dawson Sowers. Now they're running guys that they haven't run the whole game.
Yeah, fresh legs.
I like that.
Yeah, Tullahoma's fans, the boo birds and cat calls coming out during that timeout. They wanted the scoop 6 touchdown by Grider, but clearly the receiver for Franklin County was juggling the ball when he was dislodged from it. So
3rd down and 10 for the Rebels at the Tullahoma 26. 4 minutes left to play.
Never had control.
This is big. Seals with time over the middle, complete. Beautiful throw at the 16-yard line.
Oh,
Jones with the catch.
Oh, that was clutch, and he nearly grounded the ball there and threw it too low, but lobbed it out there where only his man went down to get it. So it's a good catch. Looked like that was Jones. Yeah.
Gain of 11. 1st down, Franklin County at the Tullahoma 15. 3:25 left to go.
Rebels making this thing dramatic. We've seen some dramatic games in this series. They're now in the Cardinal zone at the 15, 1st down.
They've had the ball for 7 minutes here in the 4th quarter. C.J. Seals has Sowers in the backfield. He'll run his big fullback again. He just powers his way down to the 12.
On the carry for Franklin County, Cody Tucker.
Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Well, we're inside 3 minutes now, so probably what you're looking at is 4-down territory for Franklin County, because you really can't rely on a field goal attempt. Even if you make it, you'd have to get an onside and get 2 possessions. So they're in 4-down territory here, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. 2nd and 7 at the 12. Seals to Sowers. Sowers has got room. Sowers at the 5. Sowers powers his way down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st down and goal, Franklin County.
Well, he hit 2 Tullahoma defenders like a bowling ball. Will Hyden finally makes a tackle, eludes a tackle in the backfield. There's 2 missed tackles. Hyden gets him at the 1. 2:20 left. They mark it at the 2.
Spotted at the 2. 2:15 to go. Franklin County 1st down and goal. They want to use
20
a minute.
Yeah, they still got 17 on the play clock. Let's see if they can bleed the clock. That's what they want to do.
Rebels 1st and goal. Big Sowers again. Not this time. Didn't make it. 2nd and goal.
Jalen Hill with a tackle with a host of other Wildcats. Clock runs 1:43.
No gain on the play. Spotted at the 2. 1:30 left. 1:34. Now the clock is stopped. No. Clock is kind of awkward. Yeah. Our clock's a little awkward in that it looks stopped and then it'll jump 6 seconds ahead.
What's our timeout situation? How many does Tullahoma?
1:20 left to go. Tullahoma's got 1. Franklin County has 2. 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Under center is C.J. Seals, and he calls a timeout. 1:07 to play. Tullahoma by 6 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Phil Gill, the owner of Fit Beyond Plus. Fit Beyond Plus is a gym that brings a fresh and exciting atmosphere to your health and fitness. We'd love for you to drop in and check us out.
Franklin County 2nd down and goal at the Tullahoma 2-yard line. 66 seconds remaining. This one down to the wire. Jones is in the backfield along with Sowers. They're running Jones behind that big fullback. I formation, Franklin County. Seals hands it to Jones. Jones is in the end zone for the touchdown. So Tullahoma's got 61 seconds to respond. Franklin County scores from the 2.
Well, that's the first points of the second half. But the all-critical extra point looms.
And remember, no Kenai Johnson to return the kick.
True.
Aliano set to try to give the Rebels the lead here. Snap is down, kick is up, and that kick is good. 61 seconds to play. Franklin County leads by 1 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Step into a world of fun at Tullahoma Lanes. Strike up your excitement with our updated bowling center featuring a wide variety of classic and interactive games. Indulge in your timeless favorites at our new and refreshed snack bar. Check out our upgraded arcade with state-of-the-art games and card swipe technology. Save up your points for premium prize offerings. Bring the whole family and experience bowling like never before.
This is you, and this is you, and this, and this. You're a team, a quarterback, a running back, a kicker, a coach. You are champions. You're a flyer, a backspot, a base, a parent, and a fan. And you are part of this community, so no matter who you are or what you do, we're here to care for you. Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital and Vanderbilt Health, making healthcare personal.
Franklin County drives 70 yards in almost 20 plays, using 9.5 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter, and leads Tullahoma now 17-16 with 61 seconds to play.
Well, let's win this thing with a Grant Chadwick field goal. How's that sound?
Works for me. Need a good run back. It's Liam Grider. I'm not sure. Ethan Hargrove.
Hargrove certainly capable to get a big return here.
Grider will get the opportunity at the 5.
Do it, Liam. Let's go.
10, 15, 20, 25,
good return.
30, Flag on the play, 35-40. I think this one's coming back. Grider out to the 40.
Well, that's a shame because that was an excellent return by Liam Grider. Some nice blocking by the Tullahoma special teams. Grider breaks a tackle at the 30 and gets it out to the 40. The bad thing about that is 11 seconds ran off the clock, so you're going to lose the yardage plus those 11 seconds. Start this drive with 50 seconds to go.
Tullahoma called for holding on the kickoff return. So that's going to push the Cats way back. That flag sitting on the 26-yard line. I think we're going to have to start this drive from about the 15.
That's 9 penalties for Tullahoma. Well, they've essentially done nothing on offense in the second half. They're going to have to do it here with 50 seconds to go and only one timeout and a long way to go. What yard line they at, Scott?
15-yard
line.
line.
Man.
85 yards in 50 seconds.
Realistically, where do they have to get for a realistic shot at a field goal?
Bratcher being chased, pass, incomplete.
Let's say the 40-yard line would be a 57-yarder. He's hit a 53, so they probably need to get about to the 35-yard line of Franklin County for a 52-yard attempt. But we are going against the wind this direction.
44 seconds to go, 2nd and 10 at the 15.
Go Mason. We need Hargrove or Steverson with a big catch here.
3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right.
Do not have time to run the football.
Little flare pass out to Denby. Denby on the far sideline. That'd pick up maybe 5 yards. 3rd down.
Well, you got 2 plays to get the remaining yardage. First things first. Get the first down on these 2 plays.
No, you ain't got time for all that.
3rd down, Wildcat.
No, first down will stop the clock, and then you got to go deep.
First down only temporarily stops the clock now.
But then you could ground the ball and have some more downs.
Tullahoma 3rd and 5 at the 20. Bratcher to throw. Looks long over the middle of the field. There's Bryson Steverson complete at the 50-yard line. Steverson down to the Franklin County 45.
Got a shot. Thread the needle down the middle. Just a deep seam route. Just mentioned either Bryson or Hargrove, and he hits Steverson there.
35-yard gain. There's a flag on the play. Tullahoma was not set.
Double-digit penalties. That's 10.
21 seconds left to go. It'll be 1st and 15 at midfield.
All right, Tullahoma needs 20 yards.
Chadwick's going to get a chance.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how long it is. He's going to get a chance.
They need 20
no matter
more
where
yards.
they're at.
Yeah, they need 20 more yards here.
15 seconds. Bratcher to throw. Rolls right. Bratcher looks deep. Threw it away. 7 seconds left to go.
Oh, man. Another flag, too. I hope that wasn't ineligible lineman downfield. Maybe we can get a holding call on them. Big call here. Is there a flag?
I don't see a flag.
I don't either.
It's 2nd down and 15 at the 50. Tullahoma's got time for 1 play, and then you got to get out of bounds.
Yeah. All right, so you got to throw an out route about 15 yards down the field.
Tullahoma does have a timeout, so you don't have to get out of bounds. You can throw it in the middle of the field, but you got to get it in 6 seconds.
I think they're going to go to Hargrove here. It'll be Hargrove or Steverson.
Play clock at 15. 2nd and 15. Bratcher looks over the middle of the field. Incomplete. Incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Flag on the play with 2 seconds left to go.
Oh,
if this is pass interference, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Tullahoma will be at the 35-yard line, and we'll have a chance for a field goal.
Well, if it's at the 52, at the 35, it'll be a 52-yard attempt. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to bring Chadwick on.
Oh, sure they are. What do you think we were going to do?
Well, yeah, it's a 52-yarder.
Well, let's see where they spot the football.
There you go, marking it off. Here we go.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Oh, man.
At the Franklin County 35.
That's it, 52 yards. How's this for drama, folks?
Drama, baby. Last play of the game.
Man.
Reed to hold. Seabolt to snap. Grant Chadwick to attempt a 52-yard field goal, and Franklin County wants a timeout. Let's just keep it right here.
Hey, if he hits his field goal, I feel a Blue Couch sequel number 2 coming for Gold Ball Sports this Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe so.
He can do it. He's kicked a 63, 64-yarder, he told us in that interview, in practice.
I saw him
he's
kick a 65-yarder in practice.
Wow.
But this is different.
This is different.
Game situation. Going against the wind. There is a little breeze.
Now the Franklin County kicker kicked a 46 going this way. We know that this young man has the leg to do it. Got to have a good snap. Got to have blocking up there. Remember, he's 0 for 1 today. The high snap threw his timing off earlier.
All right,
send your prayers up, Wildcat fans.
Reed the hold, Seabolt the snap, Chadwick the kick from 52 yards away.
What pressure.
Snap is low. The hold is there. The kick is long enough. Did he make it? No, sir. Missed it wide left. Franklin County beats Tullahoma 17-16. Wide left. Had plenty of distance. Couldn't get it to fall.
What a football game.
So Franklin County beats the Wildcats 17-16 in this Region 5 5A contest. We'll take a short break. Kim will be back with a summary. I'll be back with head coach Coy Sisk. You've been watching and listening to Tullahoma Wildcat Football on the Light-Tube Sports Network.
This is your internet service at 10 meg speeds. This is internet service at gigabit. No other local provider can match this level of speed. Call us today to get the world's fastest internet.
Coffee County Bank, the Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year, was founded by local business and community leaders in 1975 with a mission to create a community bank that fulfills the needs of its clients. We believe it is our responsibility to participate in the growth of Coffee County by supporting its citizens, businesses, and the community as a whole. Coffee County Bank is a proud supporter of Tullahoma football.
Plus.
We're back at Wilkins Stadium where the Tullahoma Wildcats have lost a thriller to the Franklin County Rebels as the Rebels come in and upset Tullahoma by a final score of 17-16. What an ending it was. Tullahoma had a chance with a long field goal, 52 yards at the buzzer, goes wide left. Franklin County beats Tullahoma 17-16. So your scoring summary tonight: in the first quarter, Tullahoma won the toss. They deferred. They kicked off to the Rebels. The Rebels drive 63 yards in 11 plays. They score a touchdown, a 5-minute and 50-second drive on a pass from C.J. Seals to Eric Jones. So the Franklin County Rebels strike first and go up 7-0. Tullahoma answers back as the Franklin County had a high snap to their punter, and Jalen Hill sacked the punter in the end zone for Franklin County. Tullahoma gets the safety at the 1:49 mark of the first quarter. Tullahoma trailed 7-2. Tullahoma took the lead on the very next play as Franklin County kicked off after the safety, and Kai Johnson returned the kick 75 yards. Tullahoma scores the touchdown on the special teams return by Johnson. They lead it 9-7. That's how your first quarter ended. In the second quarter, Franklin County kicked a field goal of 46 yards at the 6:23 mark. They take a 10-9 lead. Tullahoma responds with 20 seconds left in the first half. Mason Bratcher, 33-yard touchdown pass to Ethan Hargrove, number 9. And that's how your first half ended, with Tullahoma up 16-10. The third quarter was scoreless. No scoring in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, with 1 minute and 1 second to go, Franklin County scored a touchdown. Again, it was number 7, once again for Franklin County, Eric Jones with a short touchdown plunge that made the score 16-16 with 1:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Franklin County makes the PAT the extra point. They take the 17-16 lead. Tullahoma gets the ball back, has a nice return, and with 50 seconds left, they're called for a penalty. Their field goal at the buzzer goes wide. Scott Chastain now with head coach Coy Sisk.
Down on the field with Tullahoma Wildcat head coach Coy Sisk. Coach, disappointing, tough to swallow. Everybody kind of in shock here a little bit. You had the opportunity, though. You had Grant for 52 yards. That's usually money. Just drifted to the left a little bit.
Hey, look, just one of those unlucky things happens from time to time, and that ball's shaped funny. It doesn't always bounce your way.
That's right. Coach, early in the game, Franklin County comes out, drives, nice drive down the field to score. You come back and get the safety, and then Kanai Johnson goes electric on you.
Hey, had a good thing going right there for a little while. Hey, we've just got to take care of penalties. I mean, way too many penalties tonight, and that's a lot. That's not very much like us. So something that we've got to correct in order to move forward.
Coach, I suspect if you had it to do over again, you'd kick this field goal down here, but you don't get a do-over on those. You got to make a choice.
Exactly. You know, thought we'd do a lot better, and I just wanted to give the offense a shot to get one punched in right there. And hey, went the wrong direction, and it's my choice, and I made the choice. You're right.
Well, it's great to have this rivalry back, though, isn't it?
Oh, look, Coach Hayworth and those guys done an amazing job over there, and look for them to do some good things, but look forward to seeing them again soon.
So, 0-1 in the region. Go to Fayetteville next week, take on Lincoln County. Falcons hadn't showed me a lot. What do you know about them?
Not very much. Hey, that starts tomorrow, and but do know that always going back to Lincoln County will be a little different, and after tonight we've got our work cut out for us regardless.
Coach, what happened when Kanai got ejected?
Referee said there was a punch thrown and there was contact made.
It's kind of interesting they called penalties on both teams, ejected one guy. But anyway, Coach, we appreciate you doing this, win or lose. Early in region play, we still got time.
Oh, absolutely. And, hey, like I said, we'll hopefully see this bunch again and see them again in the playoffs. So, hey, a little farther away from the playoffs than we were last week, but, hey, still not out of reach.
It's going to be a scramble in the region all season long. Coach, we appreciate it. Get started, get working on Lincoln County.
Yes, sir, and as always, go Wildcats.
Thank you. Tullahoma Wildcats head coach Coy Sisk as the Franklin County Rebels come into Wilkins Stadium tonight and beat the Tullahoma Wildcats 17-16. For Brian Skelton, Randy Brewer, Christopher Redicop, Chris Barstad, Clay Turner, and Ken Keller, the whole Light Tube crew, we appreciate you being here. I'm Scott Chastain. Be good to each other.